because you can grow it like, let's see, I have a picture here. You can grow it like this as well. Like you notice
Yeah.
in my sump, I have a bunch of live rock in there and I have the Kato algae kind of just in there, but you want to make sure that you're like cutting it back, that you're pruning it,
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
that you're flipping it over too every so often because it can just be this big like mass of algae and it
Yep.
could be just full of stuff that you don't want to build up in your tank.
So I
Yeah.
mean, it's always a good algae to have, and I mean, it might even get to the point where you have no room for it and you have to toss it out, like because you just got so much of it. But yeah, I mean, it's great algae. It does really good in refugiums, tumbling or not tumbling. It does really good. So I would definitely recommend that if you haven't kept any macroalgae before in your refugium and you're looking to try to start removing some of the excess nutrients, this is a good one to start with. Personally, if I ever buy a macroalgae or even when I'm out collecting macroalgae out in the ocean, if I take any home, I always try to take a really good look at the algae. And obviously, you're not always going to catch everything, but they can come with like slugs and stuff that'll eat the algae, or even
Mm.
snails or other different pests like bristleworms, etc. So, if you're getting some algae from a friend, always or even a store, just kind of look at it real good. You can rinse it off too, even under fresh water. Just give it a good rinse. I mean, it'll be fine. But
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely rinsed off and take a really good look at it. So this is another cool and very common macroalgae in the aquarium trade. This is sea lettuce. If you can see in the kind of the top and then the right corner there. It's very common. This is one a lot of people actually grow and use to feed their like tangs in their aquarium. Yeah, so one last thing about this, it's great in refugiums too. You can use it in refugiums. I tend to tumble this algae if you keep it in your refugium, but it also works great. Like I said, for feed, if you have tangs and you want to keep something in your refugium and have a constant food source for your tangs.